Hey guys, this is Jamie with gettingcrafty.net. That's gettingcrafty.net. It feels like a little springy nose happening there. Hello. I'm super excited to be here with you today. I am running off to see what my projects are. See if I can figure this out. It's streaming from my browser. Nope, wrong one. Y'all. There we go. This should pop over so I can see your guys' comments. Awesome. It looks like it's working. Give me a shout out when you guys are joining us. Where are you from? What are you doing? Are you guys looking forward to creating today? Because I am. This is Jamie with gettingcrafty.net. That's gettingcrafty.net. If you guys are joining us, you should be joining us live from either facebook.com/gettingcrafty.net or youtube.com/Jamie Albanese, because that's me. Nice to meet ya. So I am in the process of trying to... Look at that. I have some ink on my finger, y'all. That's only thing. Hi, Bonaboo. Nice to see you. For Marian, I'm impressed that you're awake. I'm impressed that I'm awake. Yay! Danita. Anita, I have to say, it has been delightful to open my mail and have a little bit of Anita in there the last couple of weeks. So thank you for that. Thank you so much for always being so thoughtful. And then you write everything in calligraphy, so it's like a gift before I even get to open it. It's so beautiful. So thank you so much. I'm so glad that you guys are seeing us, and I'm glad that I'm able to see the comments on Facebook and on YouTube thus far. If you guys are joining in the Getting Crafty Stampers group, there's a good chance I will not see those comments. I don't know why it deviates, but it does. So that's what it is. So hi, Melly, from down under. Good to see you, love. And so today I wanted to give you guys a little heads up. One of so much paper that I love is retiring, like going, gone. And one of the colors I fell in love with for the last few years has been mint macaron. So mint macaron is going, gone. And many of the colors that are listed, hi, darling, my darling, is going, gone. So whenever a new catalog is about to launch, they list the retiring projects and suites, and they rarely get rid of colors. This year, they're getting rid of 10 colors and replacing it with 10 very bold and bright and wonderful new colors. So I'm very excited. One of the collections that is going away, one of the designer series paper, is stunning. I mean, breathtakingly stunning. You know I love me some shine and I love some gold. Well, this collection has it all. It's the By the Sea. Each page has a specialty aspect to it. There is iridescent, there is shine and pearl, and there is gold on every single piece of paper. So you get something that's fancy to work with all the way. These things, once they're gone, they're gone. I have a small stockpile. I have a collection going to a paper share that's going to one of my customers. But other than that, these things, once they go, they'll end up gone, and you can be lucky to get them. Including my retiring. I already have some of my really good stampers locally going about, and they have plans to come and shop my in-person sale. So I will have an online sale that can ship out to anywhere in the United States. And those are mystery boxes, and they will be packed with double the amount. So if you're purchasing $100 worth of stuff, you'll get a mystery box of over $200 in product sent to you. And that's part of the fun, right? And so I will be compiling those boxes at the beginning of May, mid-May. I will be gone. But when I get back, that'll be one of the projects that we're doing. We're doing a homeschool conference in Kentucky, Indiana, Kansas. Where are we going? Kentucky, Indiana, and Ohio. We're going to the Creation Museum and the Noah's Ark exhibit, which is very exciting for my daughters and I. And so once we return from that, I will have these packages that we will put together for you guys. This By the Bay is gorgeous, and we're going to use that today. One of my favorite things as a little girl was going and getting a pinwheel. Did you guys remember those where you would blow on them and they would spin? They make me really happy. And when you have interactive pieces like the two-tone color and the gold embellishment on this. And I know Anita, if you're on here, Anita's like clapping. She loves this. She's going to be like, this is all over Anita's happy spot. She is amazing with this designer series paper as well. And so she's one of our Getting Crafty family artisans. I made an interactive handmade custom card that it moves the whole time. So not only is it a fun fold, it's an interactive fun fold. There's nothing much better. So this is it. Are you guys ready? All of the measurements are already listed on my blog with the links to purchase all these items so that you can see them right now. Please don't leave this though. You're going to want to join us as we create along. It may not be available yet. It'll be available in a little bit. Before we get off of live, it should go live. So this is our interactive card. It looks like it won't fit into an envelope. It will, because look, it fits perfectly, just like so. You do need a custom envelope for it though, because this is a square card and it's a little bit larger than most. All the measurements are on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. Now, we did use 2 versions of this designer series paper to create this, but look, it moves. I am easy to please. I really am, no matter what my husband and children say, or my students in my homeschool class. Actually, I just love them. So if they join, you guys, a couple of my kids were talking about joining us the last couple weeks, and I really love when I see them pop on. But I have students that have been in my homeschool curriculum, community classes, all over the world, and we have exchange students. So they pop on periodically, and it's our people from all over the world. I love that. Can you see the flash? Can you see the little flash of gold metallic there? Ooh, it makes me so happy. We're going to dive right in right now. And what you're going to need that's kind of a bonus is you need a pencil that you can work light with. Now, I'm going to give you a little secret. I might even do this on my blog. This is one of my favorite pencils. Why? It's a graphic artist pencil. Do you need a graphic artist pencil? Do you like a graphic artist pencil? I do. Any pencil will do, quite honestly. You're going to need a Stampin' Pierce mat. And I'm going to teach you a little trick with this mat. These are invaluable. You need to own 5 of these. You'll lose 2 of them. And then you'll find them and you'll lose 3 others. So that's one of the reasons that you need this, but it's amazing. Hello, Heather. Praise the Lord. You're feeling better and you are live with us. Hopefully we're able to make it to church on Sunday. This card is super cute, Heather. And so all the measurements, again, will be on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. We're going to dive right on in. You need a ruler. So I have a ruler, a pencil, and I would encourage an eraser. Now I have a full-size eraser, but I can't find it, but I'll just use this. I recommend a white eraser. I have the ones that are the tube. I just don't know where it went. I have a bunch of community homeschool kids that were here. And so they were kind of like grabbing stuff as we were working on mock trial. So there she is. There's one of my girls. There's No, my sweet Noelle. She has joined us. So we're going to dive right in. Now, this card, if you're going to mail it, you need to realize it is still puffy. And so in order to mail this, you're going to have to press it flatter or put it into a well-padded envelope. And I have those, and that actually might be the best way to send that. I would give this away. Give it away now. There's a song about that, guys. I also really love using the scraps, and we're going to end up using the scraps inside. And you can see the designer series paper there. I am going to point out a couple of things really quickly, and I talk about it on my blog. The Something Fancy bundle and the Seaside Bay suite and bundle are going away. But what does that mean? Those stamp sets and the dies will carry over, but not at a 10% savings for the coordinating products. The best time to join right now is right now. You go through and I teach you how to do it. And what we do, my kids are texting me links of stuff they want me to shop for them. It's so distracting. I'm going to kill my daughter. Not really, but anyway, Something Fancy and Seaside Bay are carrying over with their coordinating dies, but they will not be at the bundle price. So you will see them in the new catalog. You will not see the collections though. So you want to grab the collection, which is a great savings on its own, and includes the bundle and the coordinating designer series papers and accessories if they're available. If not, get the bundles at 10% savings and use them over the next year. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so finally feeling better, Heather. I was able to go to church, praise the Lord. I was able to celebrate my Savior. Me too. I love being there at church on Sundays. Okay, so let's turn around and I'm going to show you guys how to do this. And the measurements are on my blog, but really it's a lot of like pencil work to make this work. And then it's a matter of how you apply your adhesive. We will be using the round and square brads. So you can grab these. These will be carrying over in the new catalog. If you want your own new catalog, let me know. I'll be glad to send one to you. We have a few hundred that have already gone out to some of my customers, and they should be receiving theirs any day soon. And I have not received mine yet. Did you get yours, Anita, Darlene? I don't know. Anyway, we're going to hop on in right now. Okay. So I'm going to scooch in. It's a hot mess on my table right now, y'all. And there's a reason why. This is a really fun interactive card, but I play with it when it's a interactive card. So if I were to take this and take a straw, I would put on the straw and then kind of stand it up and have this be an embellishment for a table setting. This would be really great for a birthday party, a retirement, a vacation party, people who like to get together before they go out. Darlene, you didn't get yours either, eh? They said we have until May. I am not keen on that. Whatever. We'll talk more later. I'll be live on my second live for our Getting Crafty family. Now this paper, yeah, guys, that iridescent pearl on it, so beautiful. And Anita, you just got yours tonight? Well, I can pray that mine will be arriving. I am not hopeful. Okay, so I'm going to put away our mini catalog. I actually use that to help carry it upstairs. I was downstairs blogging this for you guys and wolfing down my food. So let me just take a peek at where we are. I'm going to zoom in a smidgy more just because it's easier when I'm up close and personal with you guys. Now, our mint macaron, that is the whole color collection. Any embellishment, any markers, any ink, and any cardstock is going. You can't see or hear me. It's playing, boo. So hopefully you can reset yours and see it because I can see it on the screen. I do see that it kind of flashed. So I'm guessing that you on YouTube. I'm guessing that's where you're seeing that, babe. Okay. It's saying that I can see it. So we'll go forward and hopefully you can see it too, baby girl. Never mind, you got it to work. Good job, sweet pie. Okay, so we're going to set aside the mint macaron for now. You can really take this project and go over the top. I didn't because I think it's fun that this actually literally spins, you guys. Yes, it does. This makes me so happy. And today we have something wonderful to celebrate. My youngest daughter is finished her, I'm going to cough. I breathed wrong. She finished her elementary school program with the Faces of History as Queen Elizabeth I, the Virgin Queen. And my daughter is brutally shy and she still went on stage and she did it. And it was every mom that knows her was like about to cry because we know how hard it is for that girl specifically to go on in front of people. It kills her. It really does. And it's hard for me because we are so opposite where I am now. But believe it or not, I was a shy girl when I was growing up. She doesn't believe it. Do you guys believe it? I swear I'm not lying. It was like, you were not shy. Like we had this whole discussion today. Now I had the paper. Where did my paper go? It probably got knocked down with my luck. I might need to cut another piece here. Okay. Now I'm going to take this piece and we're going to keep the extra because it's going to be our back. And I'm going to trim it down really quickly just so that you guys were ready to play. Now, the reason I'm doing it the way that I'm doing it is that it features both sides of the designer series paper. Why is that important? A, if you have scraps that you're trying to use up, girl, this is your project right now. I am whipping out for you some papers that you can use up your designer series paper in a way that's going to wow people, just like this project right here. if you were to send it. This lines up perfectly to go along the edges. So what you would do is you're going to look for the edges and it will line up perfectly, because I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Okay, so set that aside and I'm going to stand it up so I can watch it while we are creating. This size here is the one I did that is slightly smaller because, hi Linda, I want it to be behind this and you can see the framed out with the Mint Macaron Designer Series paper. If you're doing this, you might want to put a piece of white or light colored cardstock inside if this is a darker cardstock. It is not. Mint Macaron is very easy to write with, even with pencil if you wanted to. And we're using that Something Fancy Designer's stamp set with coordinating dies, but we're just going to stamp inside and we're going to use that extra because doesn't it look so beautiful inside? I think it's smashing. Quick announcement. If you guys are not part of our Getting Crafty Stampers group, you can see all about the mystery stamping happening right now at gettingcrafty.net. Now, this is where we're going to get fancy. You guys see this? I love these swirling little school of fish. Now, if you don't know, I am certifiable. At least that's what people tell me. Oh, hey, there's the paper. Look at that. So exciting. Okay. So I am certified in skydiving and scuba diving, and I haven't done it in years because I have kids. And y'all, when you have kids, you're perpetually broke. Hey, good morning. Nice to see you from Indonesia. I'm going to blow my nose. Hold on. I feel like my allergies are a little funky monkey right now. Okay, so we're going to go from corner to corner, and you need to pull back a little bit so that you can still touch the exterior. Now, very lightly, you guys, just very lightly go through. You're going to see a slight pencil mark. I don't even need to erase it. It is that easy. Now, I do like to use the inch side, like the ruler side, and then we're going to come in and we're going to go to the opposite opposing corners that you see there. And we're creating a cross across this. Now, I will tell you now, Bonnie makes the most beautiful handmade cards and she does custom orders for people all the time. And so this is a great card. But again, if you're mailing it, you probably either need to make a card, an envelope that would fit a 6x6 envelope because it's larger, or you would send it in a padded envelope, and that would be my recommendation. And I have quite a few padded envelopes, Bon. If you ever need any, just let me know. So we're going to go to the middle line, and you can see where the cross point is. And I'm going to go out 1 inch, and I'm going to put a little dot. Can you guys see that? I'm going to go out 1 inch, so it's at the 5-inch mark. I went to 4, and then I went to 6. And I'm doing a little dot. And there's a little bird right there, so I just kind of want to mark it. I don't want to push through. That's really important with this project, you guys. Now we're going to go back to the 5. It doesn't have to be on that specific measurement. I'm just taking it to an inch mark, and then I'm going out 1 inch from there. Now, 2 ways that you can do this. You could take the paper trimmer, and I'm not going to. You could take the paper trimmer and go in. I feel with this kind of interactive project that I really like to kind of have a hands-on approach. I'm using my paper snips. Now, I want to point out, these paper snips have been cutting some funky stuff. Something with adhesive. I don't even know what I was doing. And you might remember from a past live. I don't. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and I'm going to go up to that line across this point here. So I'm going to come up. This is surprisingly easy and it's beautiful even if it is flattened out. And it will still spin if it's flattened out, just so you guys know. Now we're going to go up from each corner to that dot. So this is kind of in celebration of my youngest daughter, who has only been homeschooled her whole life. My nono, she is joining right now, my Noel, not my nono, that's Italiano, but my Noel. She's been homeschooled her whole life also, I believe. And, but my little girl, she would not be who she is if she had been put in the public school forum. She just is very introverted and shy, and I just don't think she would have survived it, you guys. It's pretty crazy. So we're going to come in here and we're going to take our take your pick tool, and we need the piercing end. So you need this tip right here. Now it comes with multiple tips when you're doing a project like this. This tip here specifically, I would put a cover on it, and we have a cover that goes with it, or you can tuck it into here. Why? I am notorious for dropping things and stepping on them. It's awful. And this little palette does not hurt. It actually is a little flexible, so you're good. But what we need is the piercing side. So you can turn it around and it locks in. So sexy. I love that about this project. So what we're going to do is we're going to come into the center of this here, and we're going to do a circle. Oh, actually stop. So one side of my pierce mat, it's a self kind of healing mat. It's really not the best at that. I turn it over and I only pierce on one side that does not have the logo. And then when I'm stamping with photopolymer, I stamp on the side that has the logo so that I know that there isn't bumps underneath. Little tip and trick when using this inexpensive tool. Now, I have pierced here, and I'm going to lift it up a little bit, put my fingers on each side of the piercer there, and kind of work it down just a smidge. You don't need it huge, but you do need it to be coordinated. Now, I love these little birds and crabs. They're great. But I really want to feature these fish. And you can see from here, this is actually a different piece where it had the stripes on the back as well. I don't think there's a right or wrong when you're doing this project. Maybe it speaks to you more on one side than it does another. Now, this is where it gets kind of funky and fun at the same time, you guys. You ready? We're going to go every other corner. So we're going to go to this corner. We're going to see the one side here with this V, and we're going to pierce and kind of do a rotation. If you want it to be slightly deeper, don't shove it into your pad. Just lift it up ever so slightly and kind of do a little twisty motion, just like so. Now, I'm not doing the one next to it. I'm going to go to the coordinating one, the alternating corner, right? So it's every other. So we're going to come in. Do I have to be perfect of where I'm placing it? No, you do not. You are welcome. This is a very forgiving project. So we're going to skip the corner right next to it, and we're going to go to the next one. And I'm going down a little bit. This is why I want you to take note. It's going to overlap just fine, and you need this brad to be able to go into the middle right there. And they're metal brads, so they really do their job. And you might want to go in because the brad has to feed through all of that. Now, I'm going to go to the alternating corner. I could do it backwards, but in case you can't, you go from here, you skip this one, you go to the next one. Right? This is surprisingly easy and so much fun, you guys. This is where I will end up using, Anita says, yes, Anita, you're very valid with that. She's pointing out that if you're too close to the corner, too close to the edge, that once you feed the brad in, it will tear the project. And that is always bad. We don't want that. This here, you guys, is where I will use the paper trimmer. You could use the ruler again. I just found this to be very easy. And then I put down at the bottom, I tuck down my blade that cuts. And then I put this so that it is on the corner on one side and the other. And if you're moving one corner, more than likely the other moved as well. And we're going to use the score blade right here. 1 and 2. Right there. Today is our community day. It's the last day for elementary school kids. What a blessing it is to be able to be in community together while we're homeschooling. I love it. Okay, so I've created a little X. You could have done a pencil and erased it, you guys. I just didn't feel like you need to. I'm going to go right into the middle with my piercing, and I'm going to do a circle. And then I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. That might be a little bit too big. It still will work because this is a large brad, just so you know. Okay. This is where I'm going to get a little funky monkey for you. We're going to take our mint mackerel cardstock, and we're going to use our bone folder to make a firm impression upon this card that you see right here. Right? Then we're going to take one of those strips I find both collections very soothing, right? You could have the fish or you could have the pink and mint macaron. It doesn't really matter. Can you guys comment which of these two that you want? Do you want fish or stripes? They're both very soothing to me. They will go inside of your card right here. So they're going to come inside and they're going to fill some of the space while also decorating the inside. So I could do both. I just find that's too much. I think that I am a little bit more classic and don't want too much going on, especially with what activity we have on the outside. Do you like the stripes, you guys? I like that too. Give you guys a second to comment. Then we're also going to use from the Something Fancy bundle with the Night of Navy ink pad. We're going to use the Grateful for the Everyday Magic of You. Now, that is a very forgiving greeting. And so I'm going to come in. It covers like anniversaries. It covers birthday, graduation. So many people we know are graduating this month or this year. And so I'm going to be making a bunch of graduation cards and attending, I'm sure, a bunch of graduation parties. We have our first invite today from sweet little Kylie. And I'm excited because I love celebrating people's, accomplishments. And last year it was my son. We had his graduation party and it was really fun to have everybody just come into the house. One of the things we did, everybody voted for the stripes. So that's where I went. Sorry, you guys. One of the things that was really fun is having people come and join. And one of my favorite things to do is cook for people. So what we did was we actually had a nacho bar. Talk about easy, you guys. So freaking easy. Okay. This here is really important, and we're going to do this last, but I want you to know this piece is going to go on the front of this. In order to make it work, before you apply the brad, you want to come out here with the Stampin' Seal, and you want to go across all four corners right here. Stampin' Seal Plus is designed for a secure adhesive. Is she? How exciting, Heather. Her daughter is graduating from Northern Arizona University. And if you guys are praying, folk, will you pray for a good friend of ours? Her daughter, McKenna, and my son grew up together. McKenna seems to have developed some kind of bug bite on her face, and they are treating her for MRSA because nothing is getting rid of the infection. So this is a beautiful, beautiful Olympic swimmer that is good friends with my son. Her mother is good friends with all of us, and so we're all heavily praying for this sweet, sweet girl. Now, I want to teach you guys something here real quick. If I tuck this down, you're going to see the backs of the birds like so. But if I turn it over, I'm going to put this here. I think you're not seeing bird butt in the air. Does that make sense? You do see less of the gold. Predicaments to deal with here, you guys. Now, is this limited? So if you guys are praying for McKenna, if you would, 19-year-old girl, Olympic swimmer, and we don't know. They have specialists looking at her. They've gone through multiple antibiotics and steroids, and nothing is working. And we don't know what it is. So, pray for my sweet girl back in California. We love her. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys what it would look like one way or the other because we're not committed here. You guys, we're going to come up and we're just going to grab every other corner with that brad. So the brad is right there, making sure you guys can see this project. The last one I think is kind of your more challenging one right there because you have to go in to get it. Can you guys see where my finger is right there on the inside? There you go. Thank you, Heather. Then we're going to go down in the middle. Now, I told you this is not really committing to anything, but I wanted you to see what it looks like with the fish kind of swimming. You're getting less of the gold, basically is all it is. But I think it makes more sense with the birds underneath. And actually, I think I'm going to send this to McKenna. She attends Santa Barbara University, and just send her a little bit of sunshine to her and her mom because we love them so much. Now I'm going through the middle here. Now, if you had pencils, you could have erased that line. I don't find it disturbing at all, right? We're going to open the brad. Now, I'm not opening it so that the brad is like super tight. I still want it to be able to turn and rotate. This makes me so happy. Okay. I love things like this. It's stupid. I know, but there's certain things that just make me happy. Okay. So, this is supposed to be bigger than the underpiece, which might throw some people off, just so you know. Now, one of my favorite tips and tricks for you guys is to double check what you've got on the inside and make sure when you're applying this. Now, it is kind of loosey-goosey, and this is where I get a little persnickety before you apply it down, because I want to make sure it's as close to the middle as possible. There we go. Now I'm going to go around the edges with my finger, because remember that's where the adhesive is. Here, and there's no adhesive in the middle. Isn't this fun, Marlene? And look, you guys. It makes me so happy. This is going to go to our sweet McKenna. I want to send her a card and a little bit of love to her and her mama. Her parents have been, our babies grew up together. My son and her grew up from kindergarten on. And so she was the only stylist I let touch my hair when my hair was well past my butt. She would tell me if she could please get rid of my sister wife hair. I can see you loving this, darling. So this is an interactive cardigan. Not only a fun fold, but it's interactive. Look at that. And the fishies look like they're swimming. Yes, they do. I think that's particularly very fun. I would possibly go the other way for this project, this way. There you go. The little fishies are swimming. And so this card is larger than your average envelope. Oh, Melody, I'm so glad you're here. Oh, you are so sweet and so wonderful, my friend. Okay, so I would use my envelope punch board to create a custom envelope for this. And I'm looking for where I placed mine. It's probably in a pile somewhere, you guys, because my studio went from I'm cleaning it up to where the heck did everything go? Because we're having the retired and I have to put everything away and I have a system. So what I'm doing here is an interactive fun fold card that is so freaking easy. And it makes me very happy. It's a very joyful card. And so, yeah, I think it's great. I don't know if it matters that the birds are there or not. I think it's fun, especially for my beach girl. She's going to be receiving this in the mail. And if you guys are praying, pray for McKenna with what she's going through. I know as her mama, Chrissy, they are very worried. I'm going to turn this over. Hi. My stand knocked over one of my favorite cozies, and this is for Darlene. There's a little bit of Darlene always right here next to me. Darlene's a really good friend. She's actually always at my window. You guys should be able to see the stained glass that she picked up for me, her and Melissa. So I was FaceTiming with my 7-year-old Piper. I love that. Hand waving. Hi. Okay. So, 2 beautiful cards, very easy to create, and they really do move, you guys. Piper's going to love this. Melody, you got to make that for your daughter, your granddaughter. She's going to love it. And there's 2 options there. They're both decorated on the inside. I want you guys to see that. And I would use an envelope punch board. Probably the best way, though, quite honestly, without smashing it super flat, would be to send it in a padded envelope and put hand processing. That's what I would do. I think that it'll cost you a couple dollars to mail this, but is it worth it? Yes. I think this will send McKenna a little bit of joy. I love that girl. And I love Chrissy, her mom and their family. Jackson's her brother. I mean, this whole family is going through this with McKenna. And she's had a couple of health scares since going to college, which is really scary. I know, Darlene, isn't it fun? And I think it's going to bring her lots of joy because it does. Oh, I actually may create one of these and send it to my grandson because I think that they would love it too. Keep my in-laws in your prayers. My father-in-law's funeral is going to be moved to May. They just have that many funerals in Southern California, so they can't do it until May. And now my husband is trying to get his flight and my son's flight moved so they can go. So my girls and I will be home, but they are going to the funeral in May in California. So keep them in your family's prayers if you guys could. I think it's beautiful as well. These papers are going away. And I have to say the new papers are beautiful, but I'm in awe of this collection. And get those great discount. Oh, one of those fake ladybugs, y'all. You know me, I'm going to hunt it down because if I don't, it's going to hit me. And Noelle's laughing because she has seen them hit me. So what I'm doing is, oh shit, sorry, I did not just cuss. So I want you guys to see what I do is I take them and I put them in a Ziploc because they're stink bugs. And then I put a binder clip and I hold these until we get quite a few of them and they just die. And they don't stink while they're dying. If anybody's wondering what I do. One of my boys from my homeschool community class thinks that's unusual punishment until it hit him while he was here at my studio. No, he no longer complains. Because they're mean little critters. They're not regular ladybugs, you guys. That's the problem. They're imitation Japanese beetles, and they actually bite, so kind of crazy. I do 2 lives every single week, and my second live is going to be right now for our Getting Crafty family. I'm going to be popping over with them, and we're creating with the new products. I think that is super great. I love having access to the new stuff early with my discount, and I was just reached out to by one of our previous demonstrators on our Getting Crafty family, and she's joining up again, which makes me super happy. She went through a major health scare, had to back away, and she's coming back now, and maybe she'll be posting her creation. She was an artisan for our team, and she's amazing right along with our sweet and phenomenal Anita. So I'm going to let you guys go. The full measurements is on my blog right now at gettingcrafty.net, and you guys can see all these supplies, but you want to get them before they're gone. I hope this brought you a lot of fun and smiles like it did me today. This made me so freaking happy. Yeah. Have a beautiful week. Enjoy the spring weather if you're embracing it as well. Our tulips are blooming and breaking ground, and it's just an awesome season. Everything's green and beautiful, and we have rain coming on Saturday, which makes me happy because they had a funny story real quick. I'm from California. Fire season location, California, and they had a fire warning out here because it hadn't rained in a week, so they were worried that everything's green. They have no idea. We lived it in California. It's not the same here, you guys. It's so funny. So my daughter was laughing, and so somebody goes, how do we stop the fire season? And my daughter goes, you don't? You wet your grass. And they don't have sprinklers here because there's enough rain that it doesn't need sprinklers. And so people were out watering their grass because they never do that here. It's so funny for a SoCal girl to live that world. So I love you guys. Crafting, blessings, hugs. Be safe, and check out this full tutorial on my blog at gettingcrafty.net. And if you create this, let me know. Oh, and don't miss out on mystery stamping. Information as well is on at gettingcrafty.net. If you join the group, you can join us for daily hints on what we're creating in this really fun fold. And I hope that you will post because there's prizes as an option. I will let you go. God bless. Bye.